Even SETI proponents acknowledge the problem. Peter Schenkel wrote in a 2006 piece for Skeptical Inquirer, a magazine that strongly affirms atheism, "In light of new findings and insights, we should quietly admit that the early estimates may no longer be tenable."
Ah, yes, the inevitable changed quote. So how did PragerU alter what Peter Schenkel actually wrote? Well, here's the original in Skeptical Inquirer. "We should quietly admit that the early estimates, that there may be 1,000,000, 100,000, or 10,000 advanced extraterrestrial civilizations in our galaxy, may no longer be tenable." So what PragerU left out was that Schenkel wasn't talking about life, he was talking about intelligent life. And he wasn't referring to our universe, he was referring to our galaxy. And he specifically stated that the early estimates he was referring to ran into the hundreds of thousands. PragerU also chopped off the next line of Schenkel's quote, "There might not be 100, not even 10 such civilizations." The mashed-up misquote makes it appear as though Schenkel's dismissing the idea of life in the universe, whereas in fact he's simply reducing the estimates for intelligent life, not life, in our galaxy, not the universe, from hundreds of thousands to perhaps hundreds or just 10. But even that would translate to trillions of civilizations in the universe as a whole, and if that's the number of planets possibly harboring intelligent life, that could mean 1,000 times more, harboring life at least the size of an amoeba. That's a huge number, and very far from the claim of impossible odds that PragerU is trying to conclude. So PragerU has completely misrepresented what Schenkel said by changing his quote and giving no indication that it changed his quote.
So many universes, it's very likely, according to the multiverse scenario, that everything that could possibly happen does happen in one universe or another. That girlfriend who broke up with you, you're married to her in another universe. Does this sound a bit far-fetched, a little too science fiction-y? Well, not to Nobel Prize-winning scientists like Steven Weinberg, or the famed cosmologist Stephen Hawking, as well as a myriad of others who wholeheartedly endorse it.
I am not a proponent of the idea that our Big Bang universe is just part of a larger multiverse. It has to be taken seriously as a possibility, though. Steven Weinberg in Quantum Magazine, 2015. Meanwhile, Stephen Hawking's latest paper, published posthumously, challenges the most popular concept of a multiverse in the first place, stating in its abstract, "We conjecture that the exit from eternal inflation does not produce an infinite fractal-like multiverse, but is finite and reasonably smooth." Where, PragerU, are you getting this information? It's simply false and took me 10 minutes to fact check.
In short, a vast number of the world's most eminent scientists believe in something that hasn't been, and in all likelihood will never be proven.
Like I already said, the two scientists they choose to list are not actually proponents of the idea as it currently stands. Here's the biggest thing PragerU is getting wrong, which changes the entire discussion. The multiverse is a scientific hypothesis and is treated like one. This is how far belief in the multiverse goes within the scientific community. Eternal inflation, the phenomenon necessary to create the multiverse, is itself not a consensus, as it isn't considered to be experimentally tested or testable right now. It's beyond a stretch to say that a vast number of the world's most eminent scientists believe in the multiverse.
How does that sound to you?
Well, it sounds like you're a liar. Not only did you lie about Steven Weinberg and Stephen Hawking, but you lied about the entire scientific community. And if you have to lie, if you have to grossly misrepresent people in order to promote your position, what does that say about your argument? This is Jim Wall. Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Cisco, do we have to leave all our good friends now? Only until next time, Pancho. Adios, amigos.